Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
Are you able to hear my voice? Are you able to hear
Yes,
my
sir.
voice
Yes.
now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You are able to hear my voice.
Yes,
Yes.
Is it audible?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So uh, now let us continue. After 30 minutes, you remind me, we will take up your assignment process. So now you may note down some important issues of problems associated with the mining of thick coal seams. Some of the information as a part of pedagogy also I tried to give to you, my beloved students. You must have received it. You received or not that material, some material which was prepared as a part of pedagogy along with some of my junior scientists now who are working in IIT Kharagpur. We prepared as a national mission project. I sent some Word file also. I hope you received. Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So now one important issue, one of the important issue in underground coal mining methods is mining thick seams is a typical issue. Let us discuss this issue today and few more classes. These are the some of the problems associated with thick seam mining. It is very easy to understand. Difficulty in strata control, some important points also you may note down. And I used to give you many examples of how the strata control problems were there. And we tried to solve that through international collaborative projects also I told you. But while explaining this, I would like to again remind you so that it will become easy for you to understand what type of measures we have taken in Indian coal mining scenario till now. Right. In thick seams, starting in 1980s itself, I told for thick seams at Gopalichek by hydraulic mining we tried, that was a failure. And strata control was a problem even with blasting gallery panel. In East Katras it was tried, Chorakal it was tried with CDF France, that is the international collaboration that failed. And later I told to control the strata with a cable bolting which was tried first time in India or elsewhere for that matter in the international scenario. with only cable bolting as a support system that was successful in Chirimiri caving method of mining. So this is the way how we face a lot of problems. Then risk of over there is a pan, then if seam thickness is only 3 meter compared to 3 meter seam, if that is more thickness, having 9 meter, 10 meter, if it is only 3, right, then how much of the GOF area, or not area, the volume, how much height to be disturbed if that is some x, right, or 10 times whatever the height of extraction. Then if it is height of extraction is more in thick seams, obviously it will be more when you are extracting more thickness. To fill that much area, then it needs to get disturbed for more height, overlying strata should get disturbed. So in that case, also what is happening there, the problem will be even this overriding, that is, instead of GOF line at the breaker line or at the GOF edge, so this roof is supposed to fall at the breaker line. Suppose this is a GOF area and it should break at this place and it should fall. This is a loaf area. It should fall like this. This is your face, right? Whether it can be a long wall or whether it can be a Boden pillar, line of extraction, diagonal line of extraction, whatever it is. So this GOF is supposed to fall when this is a GOF, this is extracted area, this should fall like this. But instead of that, in thick seams, sometimes what happens, so inside that if it breaks, right, that is into the workings, that is what is called a overriding of the pillars, and that type of problem will be more compared to normal seams. That's the meaning of this is that. Then low percentage extraction, this is also very simple to understand when there are only 3 meter thickness of the seam and you are able to extract while development only about 15 to 20%. Already you also estimated it. I need not tell you, you know what is in simple Boden pillar development. If it is 4 meter width of the gallery and 20 or 30 meter pillar, around 15-20% will be during development. Even after splitting and then slicing of the pillar also, which is a more common traditional conventional method of our extraction system, there also we may not be able to get more than 60%, or sometimes it can be even less than that. If that is the case with 3 meter thickness, now you can imagine if there is a 10 meter thickness, out of that you can extract only either 3 meter or on retreat only up to plus 1.8, that is 4.8 meter. In that case, what is happening? If you consider in estimation of the total recovery, in this 3 meter or 4.8 meter, you may be recovering 60% or 70%. But if you consider total seam, you are not recovering at all, anything. So overall, when you see that percentage extraction will be only about 30% or whatever it is. That is the meaning of this third point. Then chances of high spontaneous heating, because this is very simple to understand. When there is a thick cold seam, then what happens when it is thick coal seam, your whatever the coal left in the roof, so that coal, part of the coal even you cannot extract. You cannot even extract the part of that coal, and then online class lo unnama 2 hours tarvata maatladam, right. So in that case, what will happen? Part of the coal is left in the GOF. When it is there in the GOF, then obviously in the GOF ventilation is not, in fact we are not supposed to give any ventilation into the GOF. So if there is more air to the GOF, means you are allowing more oxygen, and then that will lead to this spontaneous heating or spontaneous combustion. Then that chances will be more compared to normal seams in the thick seams. Then heavier support requirements, it is very simple to understand. When you are extracting 3 meters, then its support requirement is something. But when height of extraction is more, it requires, because of the slenderness of the pillar or whatever it is, that will be even more problems will be there. So heavy support or more support density is required to deal with situations of thick seams. Then difficulty in subsidence control. because you know very well when you are working at 100-meter depth, for example, extracting 3 meter. So up to the surface, there may be 1 meter subsidence or 0.7 meter, 0.8. When you are extracting 10-meter seam, thick seam, then that may be more, obviously more, and that may be even 5 meters, 6 meters. So high magnitude of subsidence means you are causing a lot of disturbance to the surface. That's what is the meaning of this. So in that case, when you see methods of mining thick seams, of course, we have discussed many things with practical examples also. Now I am trying to review for you also as per our pedagogy or whatever the system of our classes, which will be beneficial for you to solve any problems even from the examination point of view or from the course material point of view. That's why I am trying to explain further with only important points. Of course, if you have any doubts, definitely we will discuss. So you know very well, already you understood. So up to 4.8 meter we can extract with single pass. That means I can enter with 3 meter height of extraction, and later on retreat I can extract 1.8, so 4.8 meter can be done without any problem. If more than that thickness of the seam, then we will be going with multi slices, and then in that cases also longwall mining may be more better compared to your Bowden pillar, where with Bowden pillar multi slicing there may be so many problems, even loss of coal also will be very high. So these are very simple to understand. Then in the slice mining also, as we have seen before, that can be divided into different slices, and that slices it can be extracted. Suppose if these are the seams or sections in the thick seam, so if it is 10 meter, 12 meter, 15 meter, 20 meter, so you can divide that into the slices like this 1, 2, 3, 4, this type of slices of different thickness, depending on the method of mining what you are following in that concerned slice. That is more important. All right. So these slices, slice 1, slice 2, slice 3, slice 4, and later how you are extracting that, this can be either in the ascending order or in the descending order. And it is also very simple to understand whether it is to follow descending order means you are extracting the top seam first and then going down, or otherwise bottom seam first and then going up. So after this, then to this, like that you are going up. In that case, what is happening? Descending, generally we follow descending slicing when top seam is extracted first, and then we allow it to cave, and in between you can see here, suppose these are the slices 1, 2, 3, very simple. Instead of explaining on the whiteboard, it is easy to understand. So this is extracted and caved. Now under the caved gouge I can work, but over the caved gouge I cannot work. So that is a simple principle which I discussed in the beginning of the class itself. And at the same time, over the stored gouge I can work, but under the stored gouge it is in the normal cases. Otherwise, there are so many special methods of mining. Those things little bit we discuss, but we will be discussing more based on your assignments, whatever you prepared, and the attentiveness and your interaction. We will discuss so many important issues also. Then ultimately, this descending slicing is generally when we follow the caving method, and then but there are some methods where descending slicing, but especially in metal mines we used to do that. All right, and long back in Sudan, somewhere also it was tried, but that is not very common. And even for your benefit, you will be reading anyway underground metal mining methods in the subsequent semesters. Then also you can remember, you may note down please now that there is a overhand stoping, underhand. So this is a overhand cut and fill stoping, and that is a ascending with stowing, something like a backfilling, and then over the backfilled material you are going up, right? But there are methods sometimes to deal with some specific issues. That also you can note down somewhere, because this is a time where I can explain to you that underhand cut and fill, that comes under this category, right? And that's what we are interested in, some of the chromite mines in Faker mines and all, some experiments were done. You may note down somewhere so that in future you can read as a part of the recent subject or thrust area of research also as far as underground methods are concerned. But that is a metal mining. So otherwise we follow descending with caving and ascending with stowing or backfilling. This can be adopted either by sand stowing, or nowadays sand is a scarce material, you cannot do that, and you will be doing that with your either pond ash, fly ash, and nowadays we are using crushed stone of overburden material that is also used as a backfilling material. So that's the reason why I have mentioned here ascending slicing cannot be adopted with caving, because it is very simple to understand. A person already it is caved, right? So now I cannot allow a person to stand on the caved gove because this is already caved, right? But if it is stowed, then since it is backfilled, now my person can stand on this. Okay, that is the reason why it is very simple to understand. And then there is a mixed order also in different blocks. So that is especially in metal mines and all we used to do. Otherwise, in the seams where there is a long back we used to do in Sudandi and other mines, a lot of text is there. But nowadays we are not following this type of systems. And especially in horizontal slicing method, where there is a seam which is very thick, and then we are making with the horizontal slices. Okay, so in that also there are so many combinations people try to adopt it. And then how it should be selected, that what is a slice thickness, each slice thickness, how it should be selected when you go to that points. Some important points definitely you can note down. So here thickness of slice should be such that these can be worked by already developed technology. What is the meaning of this? Here now each slice I can extract either by Bowden pillar or by long wall mining. In that Bowden pillar also I can extract even by continuous miner. I can extract with purely manual mining. Nowadays we are not doing that. At least semi-mechanized mining. That semi-mechanized mining can be with LSDs, SDLs and all those things. That also can be done. And in addition to that, it can be even long wall mining. In long wall mining, it can be with so many variants, right? So that's why that thickness of the slice is decided by the technology used in that slice. It doesn't mean that same technology to be used in the another slice also. So those things you can plan it. Then next is in general that slice thickness is around 3 meters. That is a normal thickness what can be followed, whether it is a Bowden pillar, long wall or whatever the machinery allow you for working of that slice or that much thickness of the seam. Then the thicker the slice, smaller is the number of slices, and this reduces the development work considerably. It is very simple to understand. When you have a seam and when I am deciding that how many slices it should be made, right? These are different. This is a total seam, and then this one I can make for 5 slices, 4 slices, 3 slices, but it is simple. Thickness should be, just say if this is more thick, then you have less number of slices, so you can extract more coal or whatever. This is the way how that second point is written here. And then thickness of slice should provide sufficient headroom for movement of men and machineries. It doesn't mean that a slice when persons are moving, so he is unable to walk in that slice. Then what is the fun of creating that slice? Okay, that's the meaning. Or your machinery also should be able to, that there should be a maneuverability of the machine, and each machine has its own capability or capacity or its own specification. Some machines when you are using, it has a best performance in the ideal conditions, that it should have minimum this much width, it should have minimum this much headroom or the height. So according to that you will select the machinery and select the thickness of the slice. That is the meaning of this. Then coal winning is difficult at high faces of 2 thick slices. It is very simple to understand when thickness is very high, right? So it causes so many problems. Okay, that's why at the same time you should not go with more thicker one or more thin or slice height. Okay, that is the meaning. Then inspection of roof also will become very difficult, right? When there is more height, then it is easy with whatever stick one you know very well. I used to show so many videos and photographs where a mine supervisor, whether he is a mining sardar or a overman or a shift under manager, safety officer, assistant manager, manager, agent, general manager, your director, CMD, chairman, whatever. This is a total hierarchy I told you what you will be following after joining in the mines as underground coal mining engineer, right? So all these people, whenever they go, they carry 1 meter long stick with a metal cladded at the end to check whenever they are going inside the mine whether that roof or that side is strong or not, right? It is very simple to understand. This is a stick with a metal cladded end. When you touch it, it will give tuck tuck sound, right? Dub dub sound when it is with some crack or hollow or when it is damaged roof, right, or side. Otherwise, it will give tuck 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 sound, right? There is a difference. This dub 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 and tuck tuck sound. Okay, so this is the sound where that roof or that side is very strong, competent. There is no discontinuities, joints, cracks, anything developing that. Okay, otherwise if there is any hollow portion, anything, joints and slicken sides, other things, it will give dub 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 sound. So for that we carry that one. Okay, that is what is required for your roof control, strata control, even to understand without any instrument itself. So roof control also becomes difficult with thicker slice and filling up too high void presents many difficulties, and then that is the meaning. That is the reason why in till now, although it is a wonderful process, while explaining to you, I told you on that day also explaining on whiteboard, where even blasting gallery method is highly successful as far as even strata control or the other issues of productivity is concerned. But because of the fire problem, we could not do that. Here you please note down. That's what is to be done by our next generations, or you can do that. When you have a technology to fill that high voids, that is even 12-meter thickness, when you are extracting a blasting gallery, you can fill it back and there will not be any fire, right? Then that method again you can reintroduce in the mines, but that much fast way of filling the GOF and everything is very much required. So these are some of the reasons or the factors responsible for selecting the thickness of the slices in the thick seam. In practice, the thickness of these slices are generally taken between 1.8 meter to 3.5. You can understand why 1.8, because that is based on our height of the persons. It is very comfortable to walk and then take care of any operations or supervision or conducting the work or drilling, whatever, right? And then this 3.5 need not be stick to 3.5. Generally, we follow 3 meter, even as per our regulation, other things for a single one, or it can be because of our recent practices of resin bolting and all other things, we can go with more height also. So in that way, while extracting, what are the different slicing methods? Of course, you can see all those things in different books also, right? But I would like to give some important points. Already the materials are given to you. Then these are the different slicing methods like inclined slicing, horizontal slicing, or it can be diagonal slicing or transversal inclined or cross slicing. So this was nicely explained in some of the books like our Professor R.D. Singh Saab and then Dr. T.N. Singh Saab, because this is a time when we were associated while writing that book with a lot of materials. Right. So here just to say before closing for today from my side for your assignment presentations. So when this is the thick seam, inclined slice means this thick seam, now the slices will be like this. Even if it is a long wall, this is inclined, right? So your face will be moving like this, inclined slices, right? This can be like this, it can move or like this, but the slice is inclined. Otherwise, when there is a very thick seam, I can have in this, our slices can be horizontal slices, right? The seam is like this, but slices can be like this, horizontal slicing. Or it can be diagonal, whatever, and transversely inclined, that is either inclined or horizontal in between, or the cross slicing, there will be cross, so many things can be followed. That's what is the meaning of this. And other details, of course, we will be discussing in the next classes. If you have any doubts, of course, we will discuss. And now we will go to your assignments and I hope your CR must have decided that Anindya Viswas, the Divya Jyoti, Tapan and Mayank are ready for this. Okay. Now before going for that, any doubts? Because by this time you must have understood how to improve your skills. So this is not an examination preparing assignment. In fact, any examination, I wish that it should be like a celebration to learn some more skills, whatever. Right? That's what is our idea of preparing assignments and learning more skills as a part of our Atmanirbhar Bharat, whatever you say. But you should be more skilled.
Sir, please unmute yourselves.
Now you are able to hear, right? Is my voice clear now? Right?
Yes,
So
sir.
very simple
sir.
CEP. So because you learn so many methods in the thick seams, right? By this time, right? So at least somebody can say some methods. I mean the names of the methods, names of specific methods, specific methods. Okay. Specific methods of fixing. You had till now. Anybody they can tell before summary at that time. Whatever the names, there are so many names. Some Russian names are there, some whatever. Right, okay. Now let me take attendance just for 10 seconds. I downloaded your attendance because many times this attendance is not downloaded. Now CR can take over, and now it should be very simple. Again and again, I need not give any instruction. My students are very intelligent, right? And this is almost the last but 1 week. So next week we have to finish all the courses, right? So whatever you could understand, right? But yeah, and based on that only I will be evaluating it, right? Those you must have understood all the instructions, but it is more better once again I am telling you that what is the latest reference you could see, and then the assignment whatever you prepared 10 pages, in which international journal format you prepared, that shows that yes, you understood some subject, and the latest whatever you could see on the topic of your interest, whatever you selected from our syllabus of underground coal mining methods, MN 2102, that will be a very good way of presenting yourself. Okay, that skill I wanted in you to be improved. Don't worry, this is your stage of infancy, I can say. I wish that you will develop further, and instead of from my side telling every time this to be followed and all with all that instruction, now we go following strictly the time. After 6 minutes your CR will tell, so that by 8 minutes it will be over presentation by a person, and 2 minutes for discussion. This CR should coordinate. Okay, now over to CR. Now I am withdrawing my presentation from my side. Now over to CR for the
Hello,
presentation. Yes.
Sir, Anindya will present himself the presentation today. He said that he has proper connections, so he will present it first.
If anybody has a problem, they can go to the next. You decide yourself. CR to coordinate, and then time and everything to. Now, as I could see the names here, Anindya, then Divya.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Anindya is starting, sir.
Now CR will coordinate. You continue.
Good morning. Hello, sir.
Yes, continue. Pre-splitting in coal dam
Good
hydroelectric
morning.
power
I
project.
have made a case study about the pre-splitting coal dam hydroelectric power project. The references
Continue.
the references from where I found all the information are in TPC official website, Italian Thai official, and economics also covered about this topic. Now let's take a look at what are the things that is present in this paper. At present, India can produce a hydroelectric power at a capacity of approx 1,48,700 at a 60% load factor. In this paper, we will see the challenges put by the nature in front of the engineers and other associated people who are involved in this project. Then we will see the several scientific measures
Acha,
that
how
are
it
taken.
is related to underground coal mining methods? Is it underground coal mining method?
No, sir. It's
Then close it. Close it. Go to the next. Go to the next. This is not the topic. This is 0 marks for you. 0. Go to the next person. So it was by Anindya or who?
Now the second is by Divyajyoti, sir.
So how the
Divyajyoti, you can
topic of
start.
hydroelectric project is taken? Is it decided like that? Your list of project topics was already there. Your topic of assignment with CR. CR has to coordinate. That's what I said. On India topic.
You had given the list, no? I have not given any topics.
Not related to underground coal mining methods. That is not the topic. You cannot present anything just like that. Already topics were
Divyajyoti is
decided
starting.
and the methods, underground coal mining methods related.
Hello. Hello.
Continue. Divya.
Hello, myself Divyajyoti Mohanty. I am going to present a slide on the topic support system in board and pillar mining, guided by Professor Singham Jayantu. The basic principle involves the driving of a series of narrow headings in the same parallel to each other and connected by cross headings so as to form pillar for subsequent extraction. It consists of development and depilling. India is perhaps the only major coal producing country where board and pillar is frequently used. In this method, the maximum width and height should be 4.8 meter and 3 meter respectively, regulated by coal mines regulation.
Divya, you are keeping like this. You keep like this, then it will be full screen, I think. Now you are keeping like this, you rotate it. Yes. These skills you know very well.
Sir, is it okay now?
No, then if you rotate like this, as it was done before.
Just make it full
Sir,
screen.
earlier
Just
I
make
was
it a
using
slideshow, okay? Divyajyoti, just start the slideshow and then it will be perfect.
I was. Is it okay now?
And now rotate your phone.
I am rotating it.
Yeah, it's fine now, I guess.
Yes, it's fine.
Mainly two approaches, namely RMR and Q system, are being used for design of support system for board and pillar deploying operation. The RMR system is used for design of support system during development and Q system is used during depilling. In the present case study, we are going to discuss the details of support design and geotechnical investigation. GDK-8 incline mine is located in Godavari Valley near Karimnagar district of Telangana under SCCL. In this mine, seam is developed by board and pillar method. The galleries are 4.5 meter wide and 3 meter in height. It is proposed to depillar using load hull dumper or side dump loader. The depth of the cover is 270 meter. The overlying seam has thickness of around 10 meter, which is extracted using blasting gallery method. Geotechnical studies carried out infer that roof of seam is composed of medium to fine grained sandstone, and it was moist in nature. CMRI RMR system. It is used to determine RMR of roof rock in existing galleries and splits in depilling areas. RMR can be adjusted due to various reasons like stress. Uh, uh, Here the RMR is adjusted. So Q system. In this Q system, we determine rock quality index, which is represented by Q by the formula mentioned, where RQD is equal to rock quality designation, Jn is equal to joint set number, and rest of the details you can see. Estimation of the rock load in deep layering areas. Here the rock load at the gallery is estimated. We have to use a different formula to calculate the rock load at the junction. Now for the design of support system for deep layering areas, it has been proposed to depillar the panel by splitting and slicing of pillars. There should be one level split of 4.5 meter width in the center of the pillar and 4 slices, leaving ribs. Here is the diagram of this splitting and slicing of pillar. Now I would like to conclude my presentation. In the present study, geotechnical studies have been conducted in the panel, and rock properties of the roof rock have been determined. Two rock mass systems have been applied to classify the roof rocks and calculate the load. That was my presentation.
So you are not audible, sir. So you are not audible.
Sir, not audible.
No issues. Tapan. Hello, Tapan. You can proceed.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes,
you can
yes.
present.
Good morning, sir, and good morning to all my friends. Myself Tapan Naik, and I am going to represent on my topic blasting in underground coal mines. Under the guidance of our Honorable Professor Singham Jayantu. At first, I am going to tell that I have used the Chicago Author Day type of format to prepare my international journal report. In the type of preparation, I have collected this information from some journals and from some Google sites. These are challenges for implementing advanced blasting technology in India. It is an international journal by Professor Sushil Bhandari, who is formerly working as head of the Department of Mining and Dean Faculty of Engineering at JNB University. New blasting techniques for productivity enhancement in underground coal mines. It is a journal of mines which is published on March 2011 by Ramulu More, currently working as in rock excavation and blasting engineering division of CSIR, and Avtar K. Raina, currently working in CIMFR Nagpur Research Center, and Namalindu Sinha, who is the director of CIMFR, and from a report on technical aspects of mining by Extractive Hub, supporting good management of mining and oil and gas resources. And the last 2 points are some Google sites where I have collected informations. In my contents, there are introduction, advancement, tools and techniques, skill development, and conclusion. In introduction part, we will know about what is the purpose of blasting. Blasting is commonly done to break the materials such as coal, ore, stone, or other mined materials, and also used in quarrying and tunnel construction. Normally, conventional blasting operations include drilling holes, placing an explosive charge and detonator in each hole, detonating the charge, and clearing away the broken materials. Now directly I want to go to the main theme of my topic, which is advancement tools and techniques used in blasting. Phase profiler systems using laser technology profiles the rock face and takes accurate measurements, calculates bench heights and minimum optimum burdens, computes drill hole angles and offsets and hole depths. Hole deviation measurement tools and operators discover light burden areas. The cable deviation measurement tool uses sensors that measure borehole deviation at fixed intervals from the collar position and transmit the findings instantly to a field computer. By 3D laser profiling system, the user can make precise burden measurement without venturing near the crest of the bench. This system transmits this data to a field computer, which are merged in a blast design software to adjust the blasting plan by compensating for any initial estimation of burden and for drilling inaccuracy. Now this is the figure of blast design software, which is shortly called blades. Another technology that has great importance in drilling accuracy and the integration of drilling and blast operation is Global Positioning System, which is called a GPS. New GPS-enabled applications help drill and blast designers to develop more appropriate and more suitable blast designs. Due to explosive delivery system, new underground delivery vehicle technology is able to boost accuracy and safety. High precision pumps, blending and measurement devices, robotic arms that place the product in the hole, and remote controls. Advantages of electronic detonator include more precise delay timing, resulting in increased blasting efficiency and control, and a greater compatibility with remote controlled loading of explosives and wireless detonation. This is the figure of electronic detonator. Blasting using permitted P5 explosive having higher air gap sensitivity, AGS, air gap sensitivity, with spacers has higher output in coal mines. R&D Department of Ideal Explosive Limited developed Pentadyne HP, which meets all the statutory requirements of a P5 explosive. Blast casting is a high efficient technique applied in coal mines for overburden removal, in which overburden is directly cast into the recoiled area with the minimal area left to be rehandled by other types of mechanical equipments. This method is successfully applied in all over the world. Blasts are to be critically evaluated for their adverse impacts arising out because of any design lapse. Commonly used blasting instruments during the blast, they are continuous VOD measurements, seismograph, and continuous recording GPS, high speed and regular videos and photography. The side one is the figure of continuous monitoring blast vibration meter, in which GPS is included. Central Institute of Mining and Fuel Research, which is shortly called CIMFR, Regional Center Nagpur, developed 2 new underground blasting techniques with simple modification in explosive loading pattern. They are in-hole delay solid blasting technique, and the second one is the bottom hole delay technique. CIMFR applied first this in-hole delay cut pattern in Tawa underground coal mines of WCL using delay detonators without violating any safety criteria. Basically, both techniques help to improve powder factor and in reduction of ground. Charge design of cut holes with in-hole delay pattern. And the left side one is the left below one is the figure of blast design of in-hole cut delay pattern, and the right side one is the figure of blast hole charge design for production blast with bottom air decking. If scientifically designed blasts are to be properly executed, then drilling and blasting personnel need to be trained. Drillers need to be provided detailed list of all drill holes. Explosive to loaders need to be educated about the requirements of each slot, including the re-drilling and decking of weak sections. Retraining in blasting technology is needed in every 3 years for blasters, supervisors, designers, planners, and executing personnel. Efforts are needed to be developed. Trainers who are well versed in new techniques. Regulators need to be kept abreast of what is happening in the technology to ensure reduced risk and improved safety. Conclusions. The challenges before the mining industry is to make changes in the presently used blasting technology, the developed in the area planning and the design of blast, drill monitoring, drill hole deviation, drill hole deviation, laser profile system need to be adopted. Blast information need to be available online for easy retrieval and analysis. Use of software tools for blast design support in execution. Blast monitoring and analysis makes it possible that damages and dangers from blasting can be predicted before blasting. In mines abroad, it is common to encounter laser measurement technologies, GPS communication technology, and use of digital systems. These are some figures which I have collected, and these are my references. Here I am going to end my representation. Thank you.
I guess there is no time left for the another one.
Sir, you are not audible.
So your mic is, I guess, very far away from you because your sound is coming but very lightly.
So that at least for 1 minute you can call to me on this.
Sir, now you are audible.
Now it is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Achha, you are able to hear my voice.
Yes, sir. Clearly.
Achha, then who is going to summarize today? Summary by whom? And we will be getting only 3 more classes, it seems, in the next week. We need at least 2-3 more extra classes also. So try to decide yourself any time I am available to you, so that it will be more comfortable. Otherwise we can make it in a different style, because we have to discuss little bit about the support designs, and also the stick-seam mining methods and all some materials, and related to that also we will be discussing some special mining methods that requires 2-3 classes. And meanwhile your presentations and all that materials, like our Tapan, whatever he could provide, so all these type of materials will be useful for you people. With some more latest information, I want you to in this online teaching learning process, so that it will be useful for everybody. Anybody to summarize? Summary by whom? Let me take once again your attendance, and then if nobody is summarizing, don't worry.
Hello, sir.
Yes, summary by whom?
Sir, I want to answer the CEP question.
Yes, Subhankar.
Yes, sir.
Sivankar. Siva.
Sivankar.
Yes, continue, Sivankar.
Yes, sir. On the thick seam mining, we know the ascending order and descending order and the mixed order. In the ascending order, we require stowing and the last slice may be kept. And in descending order, slice can be extracted by caving. And it may be artificial root created by wire nets, cost of operation less than the ascending order. And in the mixed order, block is developed by ascending order with stowing and other part by descending order with caving. This is all about thick seam mining. We know about this.
So anybody else want to comment on this? Because there are so many names which you must have came across while reading any books. That's what I wanted to know. Somewhere people used to write Camorra method, and there are Kazimir, so many things, Whitestall mining and some other names, right? Even Gove pillar method, something like that. Okay, don't worry, it's all right. And summary by whom? Anybody?
Sir,
Yes. Yes, madam.
Sir,
Continue.
today we discussed problems
Yes.
associated with mining of thick coal
Jasmine,
seams.
madam.
Sir, Yogita.
Right.
Then we discussed
Yeah.
methods of mining thick seams like multi-slice mining, descending mining, overhand stopping and ascending slicing, mixed order slicing, then the selection criteria for thickness of the slices, and at last different slicing methods like inclined, horizontal, diagonal slicing, transversely inclined toe slicing, etc. And then we further discuss the presentations of the students, and that's the end of the class.
Very good. Okay, then nicely summarized, Yogita madam. On the slicing methods and other methods we will be discussing in the next class, and that's what I wanted to tell you. We need a few more classes. Some other names why I asked you is something like a Camorra method, Wellenji method. There are so many names given by different people, right? That's what just I wanted to know from your previous literature or previous semester, whatever you read. I thought of knowing through you. And now to close with the summary, we whenever you are feeling convenient, let us have some extra classes also, at least 1-2 more, so that we can discuss more, at the same time present all your assignments, which are the topics of your interest and on the subject or on our curriculum. And remaining support design and other things like stowing methods and other things in between we have been discussing, but as a part of our pedagogy and with reference to all that materials as per the subject course or syllabus, I will be also reviewing little bit more. Now it is up to you. You decide some extra time also at your convenience. Of course, I don't want to give you much task in this COVID-19 period. Okay, then all the best. Then take care of COVID-19, and dhanyavad to your parents. They are giving you a lot of support, and help them. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, and we will be meeting in the next class on Monday. Now I am closing it. Already stopping recording. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. और क्या बोलना है जी? कुछ नहीं बोलना है. ठीक है. Jai underground coal mining methods. I am stopping now.